Any last words?
How's your sister?
So, the Destiny Content Vault, or DCV for short, has struck again, and this time it will be taking away the Tangled Shore along with 2 strikes, the Hollowed Lair and Broodhold, and most importantly, the Forsaken campaign. But what we will be keeping is the Dreaming City location along with the Last Wish raid and the Shattered Throne dungeon. As of December 7th, the entirety of the Forsaken campaign will be free for all players, as well as a Forsaken pack available to purchase, which includes access to the Last Wish raid and the Shattered Throne dungeon, as well as all the Forsaken exotics along with 3 exotic ciphers to unlock them. This is all until the 22nd of February on the Witch Queen launch. Now, that doesn't sound all so bad compared to last year's content vaulting, right? Well, people are pretty pissed. If you've been on Twitter at all over the last couple of days, God bless you if you haven't, Destiny and Bungie have been trending, well, quite a lot after announcing their recent Content Vault changes that will be coming on February the 22nd. And today, I'd like to give my personal opinions on the decision, as well as looking at all the hate and critiques people have been hurling at Bungie over the recent news. Let's get into it. Now, I've been playing Destiny 2 since launch and played through all the Year 1 content, Curse of Osiris and even Warmind, though after Warmind I did slowly drift away from the game and start playing other things, but when the trailers for Forsaken finally dropped, I was pumped to get back into the game and start playing again. I even pre-ordered the expansion. And when Forsaken finally launched, it was the most fun I'd had in the game, and I bet there are many people who would agree with me. The campaign was fucking fantastic. Hunting down Aldrin Sov and his barons to avenge Cayde 6 in this dark western tale was a great experience. And travelling to the Tangled Shore, a lawless wasteland, really reinforced this dark western fantasy the campaign was going for. A dark and gritty zone, along with an infamous smuggler, the Spider, a personal favourite character of mine.
I can just say, you owe me. Do we have a deal? Deal.
And eventually, after defeating Aldrin and his barons, we are thrown deeper into the endgame of the expansion. The game has us delving into the Dreaming City, the secret awoken homeland, to uncover its secrets. The entire look and design of the Dreaming City is just flawless. An ancient city shrouded in mystery, and its dark secrets just waiting to be unearthed. The biggest secret would be revealed by journeying into the Last Wish raid and discovering Riven of 1,000 Voices, the last remaining Ahamkara, a thing of legend in the Destiny lore. But defeating Riven would only bring yet another twist.
My queen commanded me to slay a beast. We could not do it alone. So I turned to the Guardians. 6 brave heroes came to destroy my people's greatest secret. Riven, the last known Ahamkara, a creature of immense power and cunning. The Guardians killed Riven and ripped out her heart. But Ahamkara transcend death. They can transform desire into reality, even when they are nothing but bone and dust. I should have known that Riven would grant one last wish. One last curse. Now the Dreaming City has been taken. I opened the gates. I ordered the attack. I should have known.
The Dreaming City's curse and Riven's last wish was one of the best twists I've experienced in a game's history. Bungie really knocked it out of the park with this expansion. They really put their hearts into it, and you can tell. To me, Forsaken was something truly special, not only to the game, but to Bungie's history. With all that gushing and praising done with, I bet you're asking one simple question. So you're against the content going away, right? Right? No, I'm not. In fact, I'm fine with the campaign, the Tangled Shore, along with the strikes tied to it, leaving the game. And I'll explain why, as well as tackling on some players' critiques and complaints of the Destiny content vault. If there's one thing I really need to get out there, Forsaken came out 3 years ago. If you haven't played or experienced the campaign by now, then sorry, but that's on you. Especially when I see veteran players complaining about it leaving like they haven't played it yet. It's been around for so long. If you came in Shadowkeep, then sure, play it on the 7th, but if not, if you're that desperate, then delete a character and go play it again, but knowing how much you'd lose, I know no one's going to be making that decision. One of the more common critiques I see getting thrown around are, quote, "Aren't you angry you wasted your money on content being taken away?" No, because I got my money's worth. I got to experience the campaign along with everything else the expansion had to offer, along with the raid and the dungeon, which are staying by the way. I have thousands of hours in this game. When I pay for the content, I know damn well I'm going to play through everything it has to offer. Even if it doesn't live up to the hype, I will still have fun playing the game, and I will still enjoy the activities, the weapons and gear it brings, no matter what anyone says. Another critique I see getting thrown around Twitter is this, quote, "No other MMO has done this. Why do they keep taking content out of the game?" Now before anything, in my opinion, Destiny really isn't an MMO. I'd like to say it's getting there. I'd say Destiny has some light MMO technicalities, but nothing strong as of now. As for why it's being removed, the Destiny engine is old, and it can't handle having too much content or files before the game starts breaking itself. Remember how buggy Year 3 was, and the overwhelming file sizes? Remember how that door in Season of the Worthy wouldn't open and it took 4 weeks to patch? Yeah, that's why they have to take content out. Not to forget when Destiny 2 launched, Bungie was still with Activision, so they had a similar plan to have Destiny 2 have a shelf life, just like Destiny 1 did. I assume Activision even had plans to release some DLCs, just like they did Destiny 1, to eventually make a third game. But after the split, Bungie have put out their plans to keep Destiny 2 going for as long as they really see fit, saying they don't have an end or, next game in mind as of speaking. So them having to take old content out helps the engine run better, because having everything all in at once would just make the game absolutely unplayable. Even though we're only having, one destination, one campaign, and 2 strikes, as much as I love them and hate to see them go, that is nothing compared to what we lost last year when Beyond Light launched. I'm going to have to grab a list out really quick actually, just to even remember how much we lost. Jeez. Alright, last year when Beyond Light launched, we lost 4 destinations, 7 strikes, 2 Gambit maps, 11 Crucible maps, along with 7 Crucible modes, oh my lord, and 5 raids, along with all the campaigns and exotic quests tied to said content, including all the special missions, such as 0 Hour and the Whisper mission. And when that hit, that sucked. It hit hard how much we truly lost when Beyond Light had launched, and how little we got back. So this time around, losing 1 destination, 2 strikes, and 1 amazing campaign, sadly, for a whole bunch of new content coming in Witch Queen and beyond, honestly, that's a pretty good trade. That or we're just getting off lightly. I hope it's just a trade part. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate the Destiny content vault as much as any other person. It takes away content while many people don't interact with, still enjoy and play. And even though I'm defending Bungie in their decision, the Destiny content vault does negatively affect the game in the long term. But I believe it is a necessary evil given the engine's limitations and such other things. But I do truly wish It was another way to keep the content inside the game without it becoming too bloated or overwhelming for new or returning players. And overall, I'm not angry with Bungie and the Destiny Content Vault. I understand why it needs to exist and why it needs to happen. But those are just my opinions. I'd like to hear yours in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a good day. Until next time.